Oxygen. It's the one thing almost every animal needs to stay alive. But what if I told you there are creatures out there that don't follow the rules of biology? From fish that brew alcohol in their bloodstreams, to microscopic beings that can pause time itself, believe it or not, there are actually animals that can survive without oxygen. Number 10. The goldfish. We all know goldfish as humble glass bowl pets, but they're low-key survival experts. When oxygen runs out, goldfish switch to anaerobic metabolism, meaning they stop using oxygen entirely and start producing alcohol inside their bodies. They do this to avoid toxic lactic acid buildup, basically turning themselves into a living brewery. In freezing ponds during winter, this ability allows them to survive without oxygen for months. Cheers to that. Number 9, the naked mole rat. These wrinkly, nearly blind rodents from East Africa aren't just weird-looking, they're also biochemical marvels. Naked mole rats can survive up to 18 minutes in completely oxygen-free environments. How? They switch their metabolism from glucose to fructose, a sugar that doesn't require oxygen to break down. It's a survival trick never seen in any other mammal, and scientists are studying it for medical breakthroughs in stroke and heart attack treatments. Number 8, the crucian carp, a close cousin of the goldfish. The crucian carp takes oxygen-free living to the next level. When lakes freeze over and oxygen vanishes, this fish slows its heart rate, shuts down unnecessary brain activity, and ferments sugars into ethanol. It then releases the alcohol through its gills into the surrounding water. This bizarre trick allows it to survive the entire winter, in complete darkness and with zero oxygen. Number 7, the giant tubeworm. Imagine living without sunlight, oxygen, or even a mouth. Meet Riftia pachyptila, the giant tubeworm that thrives at deep-sea hydrothermal vents over 2,500 meters below sea level. It survives not by eating or breathing, but by forming a symbiotic relationship with chemosynthetic bacteria that live inside its body. These bacteria convert hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas, into usable energy. Its life powered not by air or light, but by chemistry alone. Number 6, the hydra, tiny, tentacled, and virtually immortal. Hydras are fascinating in more ways than one. When oxygen is absent, they enter a suspended state of near death. Their metabolic processes shut down almost entirely, allowing them to survive until conditions improve. What's even more remarkable, once re-exposed to oxygen, they simply boot back up and continue as if nothing happened. It's like nature's version of a pause button. Number 5, Loricifera. Discovered in the deep, dark depths of the Mediterranean Sea, loriciferans are the first animals ever found that live entirely without oxygen. They don't hold their breath. They never needed oxygen to begin with. Instead of mitochondria, the oxygen-using powerhouses of most animal cells. Loriciferans use hydrogenosome-like organelles to extract energy from their environment. This is a completely different branch of evolution, and it's still largely a mystery. Number 4, the immortal jellyfish. Nicknamed the immortal jellyfish, this tiny sea creature doesn't just survive harsh conditions, it cheats death entirely. When threatened or injured, it can revert all of its cells back to an earlier developmental stage. While it still uses oxygen, it can endure low-oxygen environments and essentially restart its life as many times as needed. If conditions worsen, it simply turns back the clock. Number 3, brine shrimp. You may know them as sea monkeys, but brine shrimp are survivalists of the highest order. In oxygen-deprived waters, they stop developing and enter a state called cryptobiosis, where all biological processes pause. In this dormant state, they can survive extreme heat, freezing, radiation, and the vacuum of space. One batch of brine shrimp eggs was revived after being frozen for over 15 years. Number 2, the lungless salamander. Found in caves and high-altitude streams, lungless salamanders defy anatomy. They have no lungs, not even gills. Instead, they absorb oxygen directly through their skin, and in low-oxygen environments they can slow their bodily functions to a crawl, surviving where most amphibians would suffocate. They've evolved maximum efficiency, thriving in near-silent low-air ecosystems. Number 1, the bdelloid rotifer. It may be microscopic, but the bdelloid rotifer is one of the toughest animals on Earth. When oxygen runs out, it dries itself out completely, entering a stasis state that can last for years. Once rehydrated, it comes back to life with all functions intact. It can also survive radiation, freezing, starvation, and even pick up DNA from other species, something no other animal is known to do. It doesn't just survive, it rewrites the rules of biology. Life is more adaptable than we ever imagined. These oxygen-defying creatures don't just survive, they thrive where others would die. If you like this video, let us know in the comments, and check out other videos like this on our channel. And if you enjoyed discovering the weirdest side of nature, don't forget to like, subscribe and breathe easy, because these animals don't have to.